Well, I saw Scream 7
Oh
for one
yeah,
thing.
talk about it.
I did not think it was that good. I think
Yeah,
it's the worst Scream movie. I thought it was decent until the ending. The ending is borderline disastrous,
like a lot of Scream movies.
but this is worse. It
Yeah,
manages to be obvious and convoluted nonsense, which is hard to do both. Like, there's no
yeah,
way you could have known what happened and you knew what was gonna happen simultaneously, but without giving it away. I think the idea of the movie is fine, like the beginning with the kills in the museum, or it's like they turn the house into a museum. Well, the stuff with the Matthew Lillard character, I don't wanna say what it is, but,
yeah. I know it's hard to not spoil it.
that and then it's, the mother-daughter, it's like the daughter is now what's the character's name? Sidney Prescott,
Sydney,
like
yeah,
her daughter is now living through what she lived through.
yeah,
Like, I think going in that direction is fine,
yeah.
I don't think Kevin Williamson was a good choice for director. I don't think some of the suspense and mystery does not work that well compared to some of the other Scream movies.
I agree. Yeah,
Like, he telegraphs things, or it seems like certain scenes should be more suspenseful than they are. The thing that surprised me with him directing is, like, a lot of the meta stuff was, to me, kinda lame.
yeah,
Like, the theater just is showing Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that's it. It's like, we have a slashery movie playing,
yeah,
and then, like, they use a shot from Halloween, and then the inside of the house looks like the Halloween house, the Myers house, and there's just stuff like that, but it's not really that meta, it's just in there.
yeah, yeah. I agree. Yeah, it's only meta if you like kind of acknowledge it and stuff.
Like, they run in the theater and Texas Chainsaw is playing, and that becomes part of the scene or something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they don't do anything with some of these things.
yeah. You're right. It's just there.
But
Just spoil it. Who cares? Fuck that movie.
which one?
Just spoils Scream 7. Who cares?
I don't know.
It's not even really that exciting to spoil. You're just like, here. You just be like, okay, I don't care about that.
Trying to stir up some controversy.
Yeah. You edgelord.
I know.
For me, it was just like another Scream movie. This is fun. Like, am I going to watch it again? Maybe, maybe not. Probably not.
Yeah, but I do think it's the worst.
Yeah, I would say for me, it's like the bottom three, probably, or not. I mean, of my three least favorites, it's probably there with like number maybe 4 or 3. I can't remember which. And even
Yeah.
6, I kind of didn't really like 6 that much. I need to rewatch that. Sorry, Tom.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, it would be like probably 3 and 6 would be the next worst.
Yeah.
I think 1, 2, and 5 are quite good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed 5. That's funny you say that.
Because and if you compare it to 5, like 5 does way more interesting stuff with the meta-ness and the
Totally.
references, and they deal with, like, fans of Scream,
Yeah.
and, like, the slasher movie fan is exposed to too much violence, and, they actually do stuff with it where you don't get that. Um, it just feels like kinda retrograde, like we're not building on stuff that's happened in the previous films.
Yeah, it was kind of like small scale too, but I almost appreciated that. It was almost like like a kind of smaller scale Scream, a little bit more laid back.
Yeah, it did because it's like a coffee shop in, like, the small downtown area, so it revolves around that.
Yeah.
Um, they were, again, like, going back to the first Halloween
Yeah.
kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I did like the trapeze kill and that whole thing. I think that was really cool,
Yeah.
and then I do like the opening scene a lot. I thought that was a good idea. The only thing that threw me is, like, what is this hotel, or, like, what is this Airbnb where you can rent a museum?
Yeah.
Like, is this a thing?
I don't know.
Where
I don't know who would want to.
they take a famous house, and there's a museum in a famous house, right? And you can just rent the entire house? Like
I can't say business would be booming, but
I've never heard of anything like that.
no.
Like once you rent a room in the house and then they give you a tour and then you stay in the house in a room.
You get the entire house. We got to leave, and you. It is weird.
Yeah, what's that? Museum in a house and you can just rent the entire thing. So at first I thought he was like he worked there and it was
Yeah.
like coming in after hours.
Yeah,
And
it
then
did look like that kind of.
like I got confused. But that's what it was, unless I was confused.
I think you're right, or
Okay.
I'm confused too. That's how I interpreted it, I guess too.
Okay. Yeah, because initially I thought he was like worked there and was like, hey, check out where I work. But
Yeah.
it seemed pretty clear that that wasn't the case.
Yeah. I also I can't believe I didn't notice that that one dude, one of the characters in that movie, he's like one of the reporters or investigators or whatever, journalists. He's Cuba Gooding Jr.'s son. His name is Mason.
Yeah, that's the guy that's in Hard Eyes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's good. He's a good actor.
Yeah, and they bring him back and his sister from the previous movie for some reason.
Yeah, I was like, oh, they're back. Okay. I guess the Scream, they always have to bring back some people. So
And also, yeah, there's just stupid stuff in there, but it's not like logic things,
yeah.
but it's not a big deal. Like Gail and those two, they drive from New York to Indiana in 2 hours.
They were going really fast.
Yeah, in a van. Did I understand that correctly? Because like there's the murder, and then they pull up like it's later on in the day, like after school, and then it gets dark and she shows up in the van with those two. I'm like, oh, we just came from New York. We heard about the murder. Like it'll only be like 2 hours later.
That's pretty quick.
Like, did I misunderstand that?
I guess I never thought about it. I think you might be right, though. They just drove there, so
Where in New York?
I don't know. I guess probably, well, New York City, not New York
Oh,
State.
New York City.
Yeah.
That's 12 at least.
Yeah.
not if you're going 300 miles an hour.
It's true.
but maybe it was the next day, but it seemed like it was like 2 hours later.
Because it seemed like it was the same night, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I'm 90% sure I saw Scream 4. I couldn't tell you one thing about it. That's the end of my Scream.
That's a lot of people. I have that problem, I think, with 4, and maybe I can always forget. Is 3's good, isn't it? 3's the one I always forget
I thought
about.
3 sucked, but I saw it once. I couldn't really.
Yeah, that's the one that I always kind of gloss over. I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
Yeah, I own the first 3 in the set, so maybe I'll rewatch them at some point.
They're
That's
just
where
fun. They're fun to watch.
I like Parker Posey, so at least
Yeah.
she's in that one.
Yeah,
And it has Jay and Silent Bob cameo.
which kind of made no sense, but it's still cool to. They're awesome, so it's fine.